Welcome to Minute Mayor Exclusive. This is Zain Khan. आज की हमारी बहुत special guest है. She's a writer and a poet, and she has recently translated a book from Punjabi to English. उनका नाम है सईदा सकीना सलीम. Welcome to our show, सकीना. आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपने हमारे लिए वक्त निकाला.
Thank you so much. It was really nice joining you.
थोड़ा सा अपना background बताएं, हमें बताएं आपकी मतलब past qualifications क्या हैं और आप किस तरह आई हैं in the writing scene.
Well, in terms of writing has always been my passion. And my degree, I recently last year completed my BS in English Literature, which was again, I chose it myself, and literature has always been my passion. So literature is a thing that took me towards writing and poetry. So yes, I'm a poet also and a researcher as well. I have published various of my poems in various magazines, both at national and international level.
थोड़ा सा अपने कोई फेवरेट राइटर के बारे में बताएं. इंग्लिश राइटर लाइक क्लासिक में जॉन मिल्टन है, शेक्सपियर हैं, रिसेंटली नॉवेल्स में R.L. स्टाइन है. तो आपको क्लासिकली कौन से राइटर्स पसंद हैं और रीसेंट जो राइटर्स हैं और नॉवलिस्ट्स हैं उनमें इंग्लिश आपको कौन कौन से पसंद है?
Virginia is my favorite novelist and I do love reading her novels and I do follow her as well. Being a feminist, as I consider myself being a feminist, so I love reading her books. Apart from Virginia, I love Oscar Wilde as well because the novel A Picture of Dorian Gray, I love his work. These are the few writers, two of the writers, and apart from writers, I love reading poetry as well, and Rupi Kaur is my favorite in terms of poetess. I've also read Najwa Zabeen, and she's a good writer, a poetess though, but I prefer Rupi Kaur over her.
Speaking of feminism, what sort of feminist writers do you like to read?
Well, firstly, I would like to state that there's this misconception about the term feminism in our society. So I think we do really need to take a shift towards what feminism is actually about, because nowadays people get offended actually with the term feminism. So I believe that following the writers that actually promote the actual feminism, in a society where women are suffering a lot, we do really need to promote women empowerment. And I believe that writers like Virginia Woolf and even our indigenous writers, we do really need to promote indigenous writers such as Kamila Shamsi, and including myself as a writer as well, as I have published a book and two of my other friends have also published books. So I think we should promote our indigenous literature as well, which actually gives a hint of feminism and respect for women that women really deserve in this society, and they do lack.
Speaking of your book, you've translated a book from Punjabi to English. Tell us a little more about your book.
Well, in terms of my book, which is named as Twilight in Punjab, a collection of folk tales. It's a translation from Punjabi into English, and it actually portrays the cultural and the traditional values that our Punjabi culture holds. Recently, our generation has gotten away from their roots. They're actually Punjabi culture that must be inculcated in our daily lives, which unfortunately we have gotten away. So my book and my intention while translating this book was to portray and to showcase the actual Punjabi culture and the traditions we hold being a Punjabi to the other public.
Speaking of the Punjabi language, आप थोड़ा सा Punjabi language के बारे में बताएं. Who are your favorite writers, classical or contemporary? Because the Punjabi language is very well connected with Sufism. So I want your take on that.
In terms of Punjabi poets, I do really love to read Baba Bulle Shah and Shah Hussain, as I recently have studied them, not in depth, but a bit about them. And I think they have wonderfully portrayed the idea of Kafi, which actually refers to the idea that Allah Kafi hai. And they have wonderfully portrayed the idea of Sufism and mysticism in their poetry. And majority of Punjabi poetry, I guess, is about the idea of Sufism and mysticism. But what makes them different and distinct from other Punjabi poets, or mostly of Punjabi poets, is the idea that they have also promoted and shown the cultural issues and the issues faced by the society at that time, especially Baba Bulle Shah, as he has written a lot about self, about the cultural issues that subcontinent, precisely India and Pakistan, was facing at that time. So yes, Punjabi poetry itself is very rich, not just in Sufism and mysticism, but in terms of portraying our cultural and traditional values as well.
Getting to our last question, what is your message for the young girls who are aspiring to be writers and poets? कोई message आप देना चाहें हमारी youth के लिए?
Yes, I would love to, because female nowadays, I believe that they must work on their career, because this society and the world we're living is very cruel for women. And I believe that being a career oriented woman is being far more better than being a housewife, because these days the inflation rate is rising day by day, and you are very uncertain about your own life. You don't know what is going to happen in future. So I think that a woman, precisely, girls need to work on their career, their studies. They need to be focused on what they truly desire and what they truly want in their lives, because this is where certainty lies. Although life is very uncertain, you don't really know what's going to happen next, but what you need to be sure of is in your own self. You need to be confident in your own self that you really know that what's going to happen next and how will you cope it. In terms of myself, I've been very indecisive, and I had to face this indecisiveness within my life and within myself as well. So I had to cope with it, and here I am. I dealt with it, and I actually flourished from it. I had the strength inside of me, which gave me further strength to achieve something in life. And I guess my book is actually a portrayal of that. Apart from my book, I have several other achievements as well, and these achievements actually pay you back. And for the girls listening to me, my audience, I request you all to do pay yourself a lot of attention, because this attention is what will pay you next, and nothing in this life come unpaid. You have to work hard for it, and you will definitely work hard for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saqina, for being on our show. It was a pleasure having you. Good luck for your future.
Thank you so much. It was lovely joining you as well. Thank you.
मज़ीद ऐसी वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना न भूलें।